Howdy folks, Will Hessey in the cabin, how's it going? Just recently started playing my 52 reissue Telecaster again, and I'm loving it. It's really working for my new band, Vespa Vulgaris, and I'll drop some links for that one down below. But poor old girl needs a bit of a clean up, so I haven't changed strings in yonks, needs a good polish. The headstock is, not sure you can see, very dusty. So it needs a whole new going over, a new set of strings and everything there. But I was talking to my good buddy Louis at EES Music in Ipswich, and he suggested I try these new strings out by Rotosound, which are these ones here, these Ultramags. So gauge 10 here by Rotosound. So I'm going to give these a try, but I thought I'd do a video and let you folks know how I get on with them. So the idea behind these, I've not done a lot of research into it on purpose, so we're both learning at the same time. But apparently this is kind of Rotosound's version of an elixir kind of string, so some coating there. So what they suggest that they do is that they have a higher magnetic content for more power, volume and sustain, better tuning stability, corrosion resistant properties for longer string life, and colour-coded ball ends. So here's all the bump on the back. Have a great read. Go on. I'll pause the video actually, I see. And yeah, I'm a tens player, so I'm going to try these out. So I'm going to clean up the telly, pop these on, and I'll let you know how I get on. Okay, so you don't want to see me changing the strings, I'm sure you folks know how to do that. So let's do a nice little transition here, ready? And we're back. And not only have I changed the strings on the telly, I've also changed my clothes to try and aid maybe more sustain in me and see if I can prolong my life too. And I've turned day into night. What a busy day it's been. But anywho, I digress. Check out also this awesome light beam we have coming down on the telly. Ah, as it is so awesome and heaven sent, this instrument. Anyway, I'll get back to it. Cleaned the guitar up, changed the strings, and it's all good so far. I normally use Diodario strings, and with those I pop them on, stretch them in, which is what you should always do when you change your strings. Make sure they settle down nicely with some stretching in and tuning. And the Rotosounds have done exactly the same thing. Other brands of strings I've used doesn't tend to do that, and it tends to take a long time for them to settle down. Or in the case of a popular brand of string, I put them on a few plays and they seem to break. Maybe these hands are just like rocks, I don't know. They seem to work for thousands, if not tens of thousands of other people, so never mind. But they're sounding good so far, so let's have a little listen. In fact, not with the volume on, just as they are. Okay, so obviously it's an electric guitar. Will, why haven't you turned up? Just wanted to see, not only for yourselves, but for me as well, just what they sound like without being plugged in, without going through the amp, without the volume being up. It's been one of those days. And they sound quite nice, don't they? So a nice ring. As you would hope when you change string anyway, or strings, plural. They sound quite nice, bright and springy. Whether or not it's to do with, you know, how these particular strings are made up or the claims that they make, we will see. Time will tell. I will certainly be doing more videos telling you how I'm getting on with these strings and if they're lasting. Okay, doing as they say on the tin, or on the packet in this case. Talking of which, the packet that we had earlier. Now, hopefully you'll be able to see this, if I can get that godlike light in there. But look at the numbers here. So we've got our coloured ball ends, so Rotosound do it with 3 colours. If you notice how the strings are going E, A, D, G, B, E, the numbers aren't following the same way. So hopefully your A string isn't a 13. So it needs to be going the other way, but maybe we can forgive Rotosound this one little discretion here. Obviously, I believe these are a new brand, not a new brand Rotosound, but a new set that they're making. Again, I've not put a lot of research into it. I don't want to. I just want to have something, test it and see what it's like and let you folks know what I think, if it's worth trying out. Also, it came in the pack quite interesting. So we've got a foil pack. It's not like the normal, well, it used to be a cardboard box back in my day, but now it seems to be a lot of foily with that. Also a pack of the old silica gel to keep those strings nice and fresh for when they arrive, when you want to put them on your guitar. So let's try just a few sounds. Let's try some drives. Didn't quite work. There we go. Got it in there. Okay, so a bit of drive, a bit of clean. There we go. I'm just in that kind of mood today. Sounds good, like Psycho, but on a guitar. Anywho, so I'm loving it so far. They're staying in tune, which is what they say. Stretched in really easily, settled down, feels great to play. Weirdly enough, although it doesn't say on the packaging, bending feels a bit easier, especially around the lower frets. And so normally on it's kind of vintage profile Fenders, and then on the lower frets and with maple boards as well, it can feel a little bit of a bind sometimes. Personally, I love it all. Here's a thing to think about. People that moan about radiuses, vintage radiuses, and so, you know, you can't really do bends and stuff. 2 words for you. John Frusciante. Game over. That's it. Settled. If he can do it, then we should at least attempt to do a fifth of that. But anyway, so it feels like nice to play compared to elixirs as well. When it's the coating that wraps all around the string, and I know that they do the ones where it's the individual wraps as well. It doesn't feel like a coated string in that sense. So the feel of it. So there's kind of a smoothness, so it still has. You feel the rough ones here. A bit of a roughness, I would say, compared to regular Rotosounds, okay, like your pinks, your yellows and your reds, doesn't feel as rough as it normally does with those. So maybe that's to do with the coating that they've got. It does feel a bit smoother to play. A bit nicer under the finger, I must say. But as I say, we will see. Time will tell. I'll be doing some more videos about this. Telling you how I get on with the strings. As I said, I do want to do a lot of research. I just wanted to test them out and see how they went. So knowing all about them, just have a product and say, right, here's this, can we make use of it? And we'll see what happens. Okay, so thanks for watching. Like and subscribe and all the other jazz. I'll leave links below, my new band, Vespa Vulgaris, links to the Rotosound website, and links to EES Music in Ipswich with Louis. He's a very helpful chap. Give him a shout. So, I'll catch you next time, folks. We'll let you know how the strings are getting on.